Participant. Happy Friday. Let me adjust this a little bit. Oh, I forgot about that. Do that
All
after.
Right. Who's in?
Oh, shoot. I'll call her here.
Phone is ringing right when we start the live.
It just, you can talk. You can talk plenty.
I can talk plenty now?
You can talk plenty.
What you want me to talk about?
I don't know. I feel like as soon as I stop talking, you feel like you don't know how to talk or something.
I'm just kind of winging it. I don't even know if anyone's in here. I don't see one person in here.
3 people.
3 people. Let's see. What do I want to talk about? Okay, I got something to say. Is a lot of people want to embark on a journey. They do a lot of talking, but never take no action. And then when they want to take action, they set an appointment to get on a call with a coach. And what do? They either ghost or they reschedule, or something always comes up. They put their priorities backwards.
No, yeah.
They don't value themselves enough. That's what I feel like. I feel like people do not value themselves, that they're just comfortable staying in the same place and complaining about it. Mm-hmm. That's the error win. Instead of doing something about it, because they have plenty of tools at our disposal these days.
Yeah. And
plenty.
It's those people who are, when they are non-committal, or it's the same people that will, the minute something goes wrong in their day, they cancel their workout or skip their workout.
Yep.
It's a priorities thing. It's like they haven't really made their lifestyle a non-negotiable priority. And it literally starts when people sign up for consultations for my program. The people that cancel a couple of times and reschedule, I'm always okay, this is someone who they haven't really committed and made their lifestyle a priority yet. They have lack commitment. And I kind of already start to see that pattern. It's something I watch. I think what's crazy is that I've been coaching now for a decade. You learn a lot about people.
Oh, yeah.
You learn a lot about behavior patterns.
Yep,
and
you do.
Signs and things that appear to be unrelated to fitness, but are actually not. I'm going to do not disturb. It's insane. When I go to do something like this, I realize how much I'm always needed. Because my notifications, it just is wild.
So yeah, people always put themselves or their priorities on their backbone, or the importance of their health. But everything else matters. They make plans with the girls to meet after work and have a, what do you call that when you go to work after?
Girls' night? Happy hour?
Happy hour. You won't flake on that. Birthday parties. You won't flake on that. Get-togethers. Everything else is a priority. But when it comes to you, nope. Comes to the gym, nope. You just kind of cheat on the gym. You forget about it.
Yeah, or you'll be so in your feelings about how you're not happy and you don't like the way you feel and you're so depressed and this and that.
Yep.
And you'll spend a lot of time in those feelings and conveying those feelings. But when it comes to take action to do something about it, you come out of the feelings and you're like, oh my God, but I'm so busy. I have kids, my job, my husband, my this, my that.
A laundry list of excuses.
Yeah.
Everybody's busy.
I see a lot of that.
Everybody's busy.
Everybody's super busy.
You're not special. I hate to break it to you. Everybody's busy.
No, honestly, my most successful clients are the ones that are the busiest. Mm-hmm. Busy mom, working, a home with lots of needs, yard work that has to be done on weekends and
cooking.
Somehow
cleaning.
They get their workouts in.
Yep.
Somehow they hit their macros. Somehow they're doing it with in the thick of it. And I've been in the thick of it, so I can relate. I've been in the thick of it.
Yeah.
I commuted to work. I had 2 small kids under the age of 4. My husband at the time worked nights. I still never lost sight. Like you just make time for the things that matter to you.
That's it. If you really want something,
Yeah.
you'll go after it. Come hell or high water, like you like to say, you'll go after it.
Yeah.
You want that nice dream body, but that body you want, you've been dreaming about, you'll go after it. Without I'm going all the way with it. You want more money, you want that promotion, you'll work extra hard to impress the boss. You'll go above and beyond. You'll find a way.
Shaking the table.
You'll find a way. But when it comes to you, somehow you find a way to just talk yourself out of it.
I think some of that comes with because they believe that even if they did work on it, even if they did do it, they still wouldn't be successful.
Yeah.
That's why part of it. I think that they don't really believe that it'll work.
That's why we coach mindset. We don't call it ESCO Elite Fitness and Nutrition and workouts. No, it's the mindset, because a lot of times it's something in the mind, your block, you have a mental block that's holding you back from believing that you can accomplish those goals, whatever it is. Yeah, okay, you failed, but think about why you failed. You have no accountability, you had no community, you had no coach. All the best athletes and all the most successful people on planet Earth all have coaches and mentors. They didn't do it alone. Go ask any billionaire. They all said, I watched the show, School of Hard Knocks, and the kid asked, where did you learn all this? Usually from a mentor. Usually they got in the room with somebody smarter than them. So they got game, So that's kind of how we are. We're in a room with people who are smarter than us in a business coaching group. These people are above and beyond us. We're learning from them. We're getting better. You have to be the same way. Iron sharpens iron. You think you're going to do it alone? Do you think you're special? No, that's hard to do it alone.
That's so true. If you think about it, think about like a sport where, like tennis, like a solo tennis player.
Yep.
They know that sport.
Yep.
They're experts
Yep.
at that sport, but yet they still have a coach.
Yeah.
Why? Because they need accountability. They need that, that second set of eyes.
Yes. Yeah. A lot of my friends, I was in the fight world for a long time, that community. And all of them are very good fighters. They know how to kick, punch. They know how to do jiu-jitsu, they know how to wrestle. They know the whole thing. But guess what? Our coach, Karen, the head coach, is still there monitoring everything. The second set of eyes. Do this, do that. I'm watching you. Drop your hand when you throw a punch. Little mistakes that he could tweak and fix. It's the same thing with coaching clients. Like, we catch things and we tweak and fix it. Or sometimes they're just down in the dumps and they can't get out of it. And it's our job to pull them out of that. We rally everybody. We come as a community. We rally everybody. Yeah,
I don't think people don't have an information problem. They have an execution problem.
Yes, 100%. That's what does. A lot of those millionaires and billionaires are the same thing. People have ideas. Everybody has grand ideas. But guess what? They never execute or take action. So your idea is dead.
Yeah. The idea is worthless if you don't take action. Or the funniest thing that people say a lot is, I know exactly what to do.
Oh.
You don't know what to do.
No, you don't.
Because if you knew what to do, you'd be in the goal that you want. You would look like you want it to look like.
Yep.
You don't know what to do. You may have some information, but doesn't mean you know how to apply it, or doesn't mean you're able to apply it. Because if you knew what to do, that's like saying, I know how to be a billionaire. Well, then why aren't you a freaking billionaire?
Yeah.
Knowing how to be a billionaire, oh, well, you got to invent something, got to do start a business or whatever. Knowing how to be a billionaire doesn't mean you can be a billionaire.
Yep.
Same thing with, anything. Knowing how to do something, having the instructions on how to do something doesn't mean you're going to be able to do it.
Yeah.
Everyone that tells me that, I always say, well, then why aren't you where you want to be if you know exactly what to do?
Exactly. Why are you 50, 60, 70, 100 pounds overweight, but yet you say, I'm disciplined, I know what to do. Well, how did you get there then if you know what to do?
Or why aren't you doing it?
Why can't you undo it then if you know so much? If you're so smart, you should hear the things.
Yeah.
You should see and hear the things we hear.
Yeah.
It'll blow your mind off. Like, really?
Yeah.
And the kind of people that these days that go on social media and put their 2 cents in or have some type of advice, and I'll look at them and be like, so I should listen to you then. You know what you're doing better than me, obviously, but your physique shows otherwise. So what's going on there? What's the story? What's the real story since you know so much? School me.
Yeah,
We've been doing this forever.
Interesting.
We've been doing this almost 4 decades and over 2 decades of experience in training and certified as a trainer.
Any questions from you guys?
We got Pamela in the house. Nadia's in the house.
I can't see a thing.
Yeah, of course you can. Who else is in there? Andy the Hun.
How's everyone doing? It's check-in Friday for my clients. So how are you guys doing?
Check-in Friday, yeah.
Check-in Friday. We have an all-client Cooking with Mike Zoom call tonight at 5:30. I'm going to make the In-N-Out animal style fries dupe, and then Mike's going to make a burger.
I'll make a burger. I'm going to make a burger.
For an all-client workshop.
Oh, there's tons of haters out there, Pamela, for sure. It's ridiculous. And it's usually, what's crazy is there's a lot of women who hate on women. Instead of like lifting each other up, they hate. I was just telling Jeanine earlier, I was like, man, women who are fit, attractive, beautiful, never hate on other fit or attractive, beautiful women.
Never.
It's always the ones, I hate to say it, it's always the ones at the bottom that hate at the ones at the top. And that's like that in business too, entrepreneurship and everything. It's always the people who have a poor mindset who hate on the millionaires and billionaires.
Yeah.
They think like, you're selfish, you're greedy, you need to pay more taxes. Why don't I have some of that? Because you ain't doing shit. You're lazy.
Yeah.
That's why your physique shows it. You're
That's
lazy.
so true.
That's just true. You don't want to put in the work, but you want to knock everybody else down because you look and feel the way you do. So you want to, take away their hard work.
Yeah, like that.
All the time.
I have to say, like 100%. 100% of the time, a hater comment never comes from someone. It doesn't come from the top.
Never.
It never does. I hate that thing so much.
It never. Just ignore it. Pay attention. We're here tripping on BS.
It was on for days.
Hilda's in the house. Who else is up in here? Nadia, Hilda, Pamela. What'd you do, Pamela? What are we proud of? I'm always proud of you. You always rally back. I like that. You always battle.
Battle all the way back.
Yeah. Turmoil. Things hit you in life, knock you down, you get back up and keep fighting. So that's the era that we're in right now.
Yeah. But I love it when I have, like, I was just on a call with a client who, she's not even like, she's just excited. She's excited because she knows where she's going. Like, it's like, you know what I mean? Like, she knows, like, this is it. She goes, oh, I'm so excited.
That's everyone should feel.
This is so exciting that I'm doing this for myself for once, and I'm gonna be where I want to be. I love that. Those kind of clients just fire me up.
Yeah.
Like I get excited as if it's my own transformation.
Yeah, exactly. Because you're changing somebody. It makes you feel good as a person. You're transforming that person. It does a lot. Wonders to your life. It's not just a physical being. Your energy, your health internally is good. Your mood is good. You're happy. You're getting shit done. You're probably like rubbing off on people at work, your family. You glow. You have a different kind of glow to you. Even the Olympic team has coaches. Exactly. Exactly. All the best, like I said, I come from that fight where all the best professional fighters in the world all have the best coaches. That's how they got so goddamn good, because they have good coaches. That's how you're going to get good, because if you have a good coach who's in your corner and is on you and is on top of your game, you're going to excel. It's your ball to fumble. That's what I tell people. It's your ball to fumble, nobody else's. At the end of the day, you got to do the work. We're just your guide. We're your GPS guy. We make sure we keep you in line.
For sure. Has to be. Keeps you accountable. What keeps me accountable is I'm public, right? So like that keeps me accountable.
Yeah.
Like my commitments, you know?
Yeah.
I state my goals and stuff kind of publicly to hold me accountable to those goals.
Yeah. I like to beat my chest and probably say I'm 51 years old and I look like this. Because I didn't look like this at 25 years old. I did not look like this at 25, 26 years old. I was fat, busted, and disgusted. I don't mind saying that about myself. I'm talking about me. So I could go back and tell that guy, like, look what you did for us, bro. You stayed in the fight, you learned, you evolved. I had an open mind. At least women, I could say, is you guys have an open mind to learn and grow. Men are hard-headed. Men sit in their couch with their beers, with their fat stomach, critiquing other people. That's how men be acting. And then they want to critique women, which it pisses me off even more. Like, look at you, bro. Like, you really want to critique her?
That's the worst, when a man will come
like, hold on, you want to critique the way your wife looks or any woman looks? Look the way you look, bro. You got a big old stomach. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you look like Grizzly Adams. You don't look the best either. That's the worst. When somebody's critiquing somebody and they don't have the look or the physique or haven't done the work, like, who are you to talk? And this comes from a lot of dudes. They run their mouths a lot and talk smack about their wives or girlfriends or women in general. It's like, no, bro. You better go look at yourself in the mirror, homeboy.
That's a good point, is if you are not proud of your age, it's because you're not putting your best foot forward. You're not putting forth the effort to feel good, look good, because when you put forth that effort, you then become super proud of your age.
Exactly.
And like if your birthday rolls around and you're depressed every year, it's because you have to take stock in your life and look, why are you depressed? You're not like living to your fullest potential. Because if you live to your fullest potential, you're proud of your birthday every year. Whether it's like things in your life that you're working towards, or physique goals, or your health goals, or certain like whatever it might be that you're working towards, you feel excited about your birthday every year when you closed out a year that you moved forward, right? If you're depressed, then that means you're not putting your best foot forward. And you could do something about that. That's within your control. I was just talking about on my stories, like things about midlife that have been difficult for me. And having to wear glasses is one of those things that frustrates me, because it's not within my control to fix it. Because if I have a complaint that's within my control to fix, I'm not going to live in the sea of like, oh, I'm so bummed that this is happening to me. I will do something about it 100%.
True.
I will do something about it. I'm not the person that's just going to complain to anyone who will listen about my ailment or my problem. I'll do something about it.
Yeah. Too many people live in their ailments these days and complain about it and just sit there. Like, do something about it then. You got a problem, there's a solution.
Mm-hmm.
You got a problem and no solution.
Mm-hmm.
You got a problem, you have a solution. If your hormones are in the dump, fix them.
Yeah.
You know, you can fix
It's
them. We're in the era of HRT.
So if someone messages me and they message me with their problems, and then my answer really should just be, look, do you want to solve the problems? Like, I can solve these of those problems you listed. Do you want to solve them? Like, let's move forward. Otherwise, what's the point of having this conversation?
Exactly. We're just going back and forth. You're just looking for a pillow talk.
Yeah.
You know, you're looking to be in the what's that thing when you confess to the Father? What do you call that?
The confessional.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
God, I used to hate to go to confession. We used to have to do that. I went to Catholic school.
That is the dumbest
I hated it.
thing on planet Earth. I can't believe people would do that. Like, who invented that?
Oh, I hated it.
It's so much. Like, you're just talking to another man in a suit, pretending to be some kind of like.
Yeah, I just need readers. I can see far away.
I could see up close. I can't see far away.
So we're the opposite. So when we're in a store and I need him to read a label, he can read the label. But if I need to see a street sign, I'm the one who sees street signs. You know what I mean? So like it's opposite, which is kind of good in a way.
Yeah. It just it kind of like pisses me off though. Like,
yeah,
we have like so much technology and things we can fix. Like, why isn't an eyesight fixed yet? What's going on? Why haven't they created some kind of something that we can put into our body that'll help our eyesight come back to normal? Mm-hmm. I hate succumbing to things just because age.
My vision for seeing far is probably going to, though. I think that's gotten worse. So full-time glasses will probably be on the horizon at some point.
Man, it's terrible.
What are we up to today? I need to go to Trader Joe's too.
Trader Joe's, do some groceries, get some things for the night.
There was something specific I wanted at Trader Joe's, and now I can't remember.
Well, you want to make your knockoff sauce.
That's from Stater Brothers. I have to get some stuff. The tortillas, probably.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you love those tortillas.
Those tortillas are good.
Mm-hmm.
There was something else, and I don't know why I can't remember. How we need hot dog buns.
Yeah, oh, yeah. There you go.
Trader Joe's, and then somewhere else. I feel like I'm like lacking in caffeine this morning, but I had my caffeine. How much caffeine is in this? See, this is a perfect example. I don't have to put my glasses on so I can ask Mike. Can you tell?
I thought I saw 200 milligrams.
200? That's a lot.
Let's see what it says. 0 sugar.
I'm looking forward to burgers tonight for sure. That's my caffeine. I don't know. I have a little headache too.
Funny, I woke up with a little headache too.
Interesting. I slept on
doesn't say
the couch with my son.
Well, it doesn't say.
So I didn't have the best night's sleep the night before. I feel like I still need to catch up. I'm yawning now. I still need to catch up on some sleep after going to see my dad. So yeah, I'm still tired.
You mentioned something about age earlier, and how people are so afraid, reluctant to give up their age. Where did it come or when was it created that you're not supposed to ask a woman her age? I never looked into it. Like who made that up?
Never ask a woman her age.
Yeah, many women say, "Oh, you're not supposed to ask a woman her age." Who the f made
Because
that up?
somewhere along the line,
that up?
we've been taught to like, the older you get,
You're supposed to hide by trade.
yeah, you're supposed to hide it. It's like, oh, it's something you want to hide. It's a bad thing.
Yeah.
And I don't feel that way. Like,
you should be proud.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people aren't. We've known men personally
that lied about their age.
Friends that men lied about their age.
A friend, a woman too, that we were close with at one point, and we come to find out we never knew her real age. We found out much later that she was like 4 years older, which is so strange to me.
That's weird, because you're gonna get exposed. You're gonna get called out. You're gonna get busted out doing it.
Yeah, I don't know, but again, it all boils down to, if you don't feel proud of your age, rather than just feel that way, think about what can you do to change that? What can you do so that your next birthday, you're not going to feel that way?
Yeah. People give up quick. They just succumb to their age, and they love to fall back and use that, I'm 50 and I'm old, decrepit over the hill. Well, what if you said to like a 70 or 75-year-old or 80-year-old woman who's probably in shape, who's probably active, probably walks, but like, tell you, sweetheart, you're still a kid in my eyes. You're not old. What are you talking about? I'm 25.
People stop living too soon.
Way too soon. That's what I'm saying. You live too much life on the table.
The bulk of their adult life, they actually live like waiting to die.
Yeah.
Rather than
on both sides.
And I personally think it's hardwired in us from when we're little, because all the milestones are over. Like all these milestones we were taught to look forward to, like turning 21 and then getting married and then buying a house and having kids. All those milestones are over. And so you have nothing to look forward to anymore, because those are the ones we were like kind of programmed through Disney movies. Think about it. Like they never like celebrated older people and like what you look forward to when you get older. And that's the problem. It's like we kind of lose sight of like, oh man, what do we have to look forward to now?
Yeah.
So you have to kind of stop and rethink that. Like, get excited about life at every stage. So like I'm excited to be a grandparent. I'm excited for the fact that I don't have to take care of anybody right now. And that I can be in kind of like my selfish stage and think, what do I want to do this weekend? And I don't have anybody to think about or consider or whatever. It's kind of just like I can do whatever I want. It feels like the one time in my life that I can literally do what I want, when I want, how I want. Because even up until recently, I still even felt a little bit of pressure from my dad. Like, oh, my dad's going to get mad if he finds out I moved or whatever. Like my dad doesn't even know I moved. He's in hospice and totally unaware. He has no idea that I moved. He was so highly coherent this trip. I was dreading it. I was waiting for him to ask me if I still live in the same place or something like that. I was like, oh man, I hope he doesn't ask me. But because I even still felt that pressure of answering to my parents up until recently. So that's what you have to look forward to. You're finally like living for yourself, like truly living for yourself, because your kids are living for themselves. You're not a part of their everyday thought. I hate to break it to you. No. You are a special occasion.
That's what happens. They're creating their own memories. Yes. They have their own soulmate. They're probably gonna get married, have kids, create their own family, their own unit. That's for sure. Doesn't mean they don't love their parents still, but that's just the way it goes.
And you have to understand that
everyday life is not.
They want to be with their significant other. They want to be with their friends, and don't give them guilt about it. Just enjoy the time you do spend with them and cherish that time, but it's going to be few and far between. You better focus on you. You better start thinking, what do you like to do? What hobbies do you like to have? When I was feeling in a funk a couple of years ago now, I remember we had a conversation. I'm like, I don't even have any hobbies. Like I didn't have any hobbies. Like I didn't feel like I could list off a single hobby other than just like work. And that's kind of it. And then that's when I started kind of like, I got into like playing with makeup, and now we do e-bike. We ride our e-bikes. Those are my hobbies. I love playing with makeup, products, like trying new products and things like that. And bike riding. Those are my favorite things. Experimenting in the kitchen with different meals. That's the kind of stuff we like to do.
That's so true. Honey Pepper said, narcissistic parents do not understand that at all. They enmesh with their children.
Yeah, that's so true. They don't, and my dad, it's so hard with him because it's like, I have so much good that came from him because of the way he is, but then there's that bad side, and it is so still very clear. So when I went to see him this time, and he was coherent, which was shocking. Like I said, they literally said he wasn't going to make it another night 5 weeks ago, and now he's talking, eating again. It's just, the man is resilient. But the first thing he said to me was, he was like irritated. I was like, oh, this is gonna be a bad visit, because he goes, I have kids. And I'm like, hi, Dad. I know you have kids. I'm here. I'm here to see you. And he goes, so why haven't you been here the whole time? I'm like, what do you mean? He goes, someone needs to be here all the time. He was like, basically what he was trying to say is, he had 4 kids so that we can wait on him hand and foot 24/7. Mind you, he is in a premier care home. I'm like, Dad, you have a huge staff of people here. It's such a nice place to take care of you, everything that you need. He goes, but they're not right here all the time when I need them. And you'd think like, oh, this is just an elderly man. This is just how he is, like in his dying days. No. My mom had to wait on that man hand and foot 24/7. And when my mom died, he turned to me and wanted me to do that for him. And it almost like drove me crazy. It was a very, very hard time. And he was not sick at the time, but really kind of milk. And it was a rough time for me.
Oh, he was milking it.
He was really milking it. He wasn't sick at that. It was 4 years ago. He had cancer, but he wasn't actively sick.
No. Yeah, he had twisted thoughts thinking like you became his second wife.
Oh my God, it was so bad. I'm like, Dad, I have a husband, I have a family back then. And he would be like, so? I'm like, you think I need to move? He basically wanted me to move in with him. And like, he even had a bell that he would ring, this bell that would make me go through the roof. If I was like in the bathroom or something, he'd ring the damn bell. Oh my God. I lasted 2 years doing that. It was brutal. And the interesting thing is, this visit with him, it was nice because it's nice to visit your sick parent, but not be the caregiver.
You got to draw a line in the sand, Pamela. That's just the only way. What you did, you draw a line.
I did. I drew a line, and I drew a line that was so firm that other people drew a line, and then kind of the line got blurry for them. Not for me. I will visit him. He is my father. I love him. I cherish my childhood. I forgive the things that, I'm letting go of the resentment, but the line is the line. I will visit as often as I can, and I love him, and I will grieve him when he goes, and I'll be very sad and devastated, but I have no regrets for pulling out of taking care of him. He has a staff full of highly skilled professionals, and they struggle with him. They struggle.
Yeah.
But going back, becoming a visitor became much easier. And it was interesting because I then reflected after I visited him on this trip, and I went back into my phone and I searched up like some of the months that I was caregiving for him, and I found some clips on my phone. I found a clip where I was filming myself walking to his house from my house with his breakfast. And then you could tell it was a hard day because when I left the house that day, I filmed again. And I think it was part of a vlog, but I was kind of basically saying, I know you guys probably see me. Oh, how sweet. She lives down the street from her elderly dad. She takes him breakfast. She feeds him. She takes care of him. That's so amazing. She's so amazing. So on the clip back, I was like, I know you probably see that and that's what you're thinking, but you need to know this is not all sunshine and rainbows. It is very difficult. I'm struggling big time. It is not as like wonderful as it looks to be on social media. It is very difficult. And in that video, my face was so swollen. I'm like, I must have been drinking on the weekend a lot because my face was so swollen. Like I looked messed up, let me tell you. I couldn't believe it, that clip. I'm like, oh, I'm so glad. It's good to have that, because sometimes you reflect and memories can get skewed, and then you can kind of get sad thinking, gosh, like it would have been so nice to be the one to be caring for my dad in his dying days. Like I would have moved him into the house. Like I had a spare room. I would have moved him in. And your memories can kind of get distorted, and you kind of second guess yourself thinking, I could have tried harder. This should have been something I was doing. And then you have a video clip like that reminds you, like, oh no, nope, did the right thing.
We might have been divorced.
Yeah.
If we moved into the house.
Like
I can't, as a husband, I can't stand by and see that.
But I'm not saying that not anybody. I think that some parents, my mom, I would 100% would have been able to care. I did care for her in hospice. It was just shorter time, but.
Oh yeah.
My mom was a different person, though. My mom was not a narcissist. She was selfless. She was so selfless. Even in her final moments, she was just worried about everybody else. But it depends on the personality. But don't feel guilty if you feel like you can't step up to the plate for a narcissistic parent, because you're going to lose yourself in the process.
Yeah, we weren't, yes, they're our parents. Yes, they had us. Yes, they brought us, gave us life. But doesn't mean we deserve to be abused. Doesn't mean we deserve that from them. They don't have they don't have a right to do that. That's not, what I'm saying? I was brought to earth just to be physically or mentally abused, however those people treat you. Like, no.
And I feel the power of it still, because like in those moments when he's sweet and loving, all your guards come down and you're like, oh, like I'm so, I don't know, you just feel so loved, right? But it switches in a dime. And it's during the time when you feel so loved that you let your guard down, you blur the boundaries again, and then they switch. And then you're like, oh my God, what did I do? I got myself all back into this. That's what I did for 2 years. It was off and on like that. My mom did that for 55 years, 60 years, something like that. It's very easy.
You definitely have a longer fuse than me. I would have snapped a long time ago.
No, I know, because there's so much,
parent or no parent, I don't care.
It's hard. It's really hard. And I think about like my relationship, because of where I was in the hierarchy of the children. My dad was very good to me. I was daddy's little girl. Like he was very good to me. He instilled so much confidence in me that he always told me I was the best, and I was so good at everything I did, and and I still credit him for giving me that self-confidence.
That's where you get your narcissistic vanity side of you.
Don't say it's narcissistic.
It's a joke. I'm just saying she is who she is, very vain with herself.
Well, no, because
I'm just joking. It's because his narcissism pushed you to be the best you wanted to be. He pushed you to be the best, look the best, feel the best. You're the smartest.
He did. And
I know. And that's what people don't understand. That when they see you, your standards are set high because the way you were raised.
Grew up. Yeah. 100%.
That's the difference.
100%.
Some people's standards are way down here because their parents put them down. Didn't lift them up. Instead of lifting them down, they kept them down here. And it's not like that. There's 4 of us. 2 of us were kind of uplifted, and 2 of us were put down. You can be in the same household and have a different experience with your parents. Yep.
It's sad, but what the cool thing is the self-awareness I have of what I got from my dad, and luckily what I also got from my mom. My mom gave me my empathy. I have extreme empathy for people, for how other people feel, what other people are going through, and thank God, because that's the chip my dad doesn't have. And so my self-confidence without the empathy would be a problem. It would be narcissism.
Yeah. It'd be all bad too.
Yeah, so
that's a bad trait.
Because it is something that I kind of had. It scared me for a bit when I came to the realization that my dad was a narcissist. I never grew up knowing that. It came only once I was caregiving for him, and then everything became so clear, and it scared me for a bit. Like I remember going to my kids going, I'm not a narcissist, am I? They're like, Mom, absolutely not. I started to think like, am I a narcissist? And I started thinking about how I feel and think and act, and it freaked me out because I do see some of my dad in me, a lot of my dad in me, a lot actually, but luckily, bless the heart of my beautiful
I think you asked me.
Mother. I did, because I was worried. But even me worrying that I was a narcissist is very not narcissistic, because a narcissist would never
They don't
think
give a
that of
shit. They don't
themselves. No,
give
they
a
would
shit.
never think that of
They don't-
themselves.
No, they never
They're
do.
perfect.
Yeah. You can't argue with them. You can't reason with them.
No.
They think it's their way or that's it.
Yeah, no,
Mm-mm.
no. But my dad also, in hindsight, he also battled mental illness. So narcissistic, but also like borderline schizophrenic tendencies, like the paranoia and schizophrenic tendencies and stuff like that. So it's crazy, man. It's just crazy, but it is it's still hard because he's definitely on his deathbed, I think you would say, but he's fully controlling this process too, because he told me, I don't know, maybe I'm going to be here another month. I have to decide. I have to think about it. Like he's fully in control. He's like, I don't know, maybe I'll go a little sooner. I'll just stop eating. So we'll see what happens. But
Sorry to hear about that, Pamela. That's tough. I know she battles with her mom too.
yeah,
She said
I can't
going through
read it
too.
But yeah, I know. We talk about it a lot, very similar. It's so hard. I have so much empathy. There you go. I have empathy for what you're going through because I know how difficult it is. And I know how 1 minute you're so freaking angry and the next minute you're softened. And that's when you're vulnerable and you get sucked back in and then you're like, damn it. And you're angry again because you got yourself back in the position, you got sucked back in, and it's a vicious cycle. And it's very, very hard to stop the cycle. Very hard. I tried to do the gray rock. You guys heard of the gray rock thing? Where I tried everything before no contact with my dad. Like I tried to do the gray rock where I would just like tune him out, not share anything personal about my life, just keep it real. But he was very good. He's very charming, very charming. You know, like nurses, they would love him at first. Everyone would love him. Like, oh, he's so funny, so charming. Until he flipped the switch. You know what I mean? I tried that, didn't work. It worked for a little bit, then it didn't work. Every little thing I tried worked, then didn't work. The only thing that worked was me going no contact. And the only time I went back is when he was in a nursing home, in the home that we put him in, because then I felt safe because I knew I wasn't going to get sucked back into taking care of him. Because if I would have gone back to see him when he was still at his house, he would have sucked me back in on a sweet, loving day. That's what he would do. He would just suck me back in. And you feel these immense feelings. When they get you back in, you feel so much love and you feel so loved. I still feel to this day that I still want him to be proud of me and approve. Do you know what I mean? It's so weird. Like even when I went to see him this time, and
it's the child in you.
Yeah, it is you become so childlike with them. And he asked me how old I was, and I said, Dad, I'm 50. He goes, 50? And you're the youngest one, you're 50? He goes, come here, let me look. And he like looked at my face, and I'm like, oh my God, I hope that I look young for him. I hope he thinks I look good. I literally felt that. I'm like, oh man, I still have that tendency to want his approval. And yeah, he did. He said, oh, you look good. You don't have any wrinkles. I was like, phew, I look okay. Like I look good.
Let me tell you something about her father. He is about as old school. He does not hold his tongue.
No.
He will call your ass out. If you look a certain way, if you're any type of overweight, he will call you out. He doesn't hold nothing back.
No, when I was in my build and I went to visit him in November, he said I looked husky. He goes, what are you doing different? You look husky, but you look strong. So he even could tell that like I had put on muscle. Man, that man, everything about the visit was, this last visit was vain. He asked Tyler to smile and he's like, oh, good. Best thing your mother did was get you braces. I was like,
how did you remember that?
I have no idea. It's so crazy. But it's like, I looked at Tyler and I was like, you see why I am the way I am about things? It's like he was like that. Why I can't sit still and I'm always cleaning and doing things around the house is because when we grew up, we couldn't look bored. If we looked bored, he would give us a job and it wouldn't be the job we wanted. So you always would be busy so that you wouldn't get a job. You know, if your nails weren't painted correctly, we weren't allowed to wear nail polish because they had to look nice. If we were going to do it, they couldn't be chipped. So little things like that, and that it's just crazy how the way you grow up, it truly frames who you are.
Yeah, that's true.
It has everything to do with it.
That's why some people have a lot of trauma because the way their parents raised them.
Yeah.
In a very negative household, putting them down instead of lifting them up. watching their parents do drugs, drink, things like that. It molds them, it traumatizes them. And that's why going back to like a journey, a fitness journey. It's not so cut and dry, black and white. It's not, here's your macros, here's your workout plan, off you go. You got a coach, you're gonna succeed. No, we got to break that trauma. We're more like life coaches, to be honest with you. You know, we're honestly more therapists than anything, hands down.
Yeah,
any of our clients will tell you
it
that.
Feels that way.
You know, I'm like, should we get degrees in therapy? Because like it really is kind of like, because we gotta break through those traumas and going through life things like Pamela's going through, you know, she's going through personal stuff, but she's still fighting and battling. And that's what's molding you. That's what's making you strong. Because if you can get through the bad stuff and stay on point and stay on your journey, oh man, everything else is a breeze. Because when it's good, it's easy. But when it's bad, that's when you get tested. That's when you find out what you're really made of. Everything's easy when it's good, the up and up. But when things hit, a boulder lands on the road and you're stuck, you got to break through that boulder. Like I gotta punch through and keep going. I'm not gonna let nothing stop me. Once you get that mindset stays with you for life. You build that unbreakable mindset. And that's where people got it wrong. People out there in the world that think like, it's just, I'm gonna use ChatGPT, or I'm not gonna say, but I'm gonna use a special that to lose weight. You're not teaching your mind nothing.
Yeah, no.
Nothing.
No, because you have to question things. When you find yourself like, do you self-sabotage? You have to stop and go, okay, why do I keep doing this? Why can't I get from here to here? There's something here why is it that I keep doing this? Like, what is stopping me from pushing forward? Why do I self-sabotage? You have to question things. I think I started to learn a lot more about myself and other people when I went through that experience with my dad, because I started to question things. I started to question how things in my childhood affected the decisions I'm making now, and other people like my siblings, things in their childhood that maybe affect the way they are now and why they are. And I started just looking at things differently like that. And it helps you to understand people. Because if you can understand where someone comes from and why they do the things they do, you have a better chance at changing it. If understanding, it's kind of like, you know, the difference between a doctor who understands the root cause and tries to fix the root cause of something versus someone who just treats the symptoms. You know, you have to think, look, what's causing you to do this? Because there's something there. You know, all of the things and habits and bad habits that I've had, good habits and bad habits, came from my childhood. Like overeating and eating past satiety came from childhood.
Yep.
You know, immigrant household, you don't leave the table until all the food is gone off your plate.
You go to a fiesta, Portuguese festival, you eat till your stomach is like bursting.
Yeah,
Same thing with us Latin people. We go to a festival party, we're eating to like,
you don't know about like being full and pushing the plate forward. You don't know that. Like, so those are kind of things that, you know, I learned like, oh, that's why I do that. So I have to, unravel that, because it is something I have a tendency to do. Eat everything on my plate. How do I solve that? Well, put less food on my plate. Macro tracking was game changer for me. Because then it's like, I still eat everything on my plate. Ask him. Usually by the time he sits down to eat, my plate's
I look over.
Empty.
The old Jeanine still hasn't left. She's in there.
And if he serves me double, then I would eat all of it. So it's like, it's just a matter of like, okay, now I know that I do that. So how do I work around that and still have success? Measure what I'm eating, eat on a smaller plate, things like that help me with those deep ingrained tendencies that I have. You know, if I go to the donuts shop, I don't buy a dozen donuts, I buy one, because I'll eat it all. That's just my tendency, right? So if you know your tendency, you can kind of work around it. And then I've really worked on that, because now I can have a serving of something. But it took being aware of what my struggles were and then creating ways to fix those struggles. And that's what we do with clients. What are their specific struggles and why? And what are different things we can work on to have you have that breakthrough? Because everybody's different and everyone's struggles are different. You kind of learn people's patterns after working with them for a while.
Oh, yeah. And we know you guys' patterns. And we know when you're not active in the group, we're like, we got to reach out to this person. Yeah. We know all the tendencies. Been doing this for a while now. You see it. And you're right, Pamela. You got to go through the fire. That's the only way. I had to go through my fire. When I lost my freedom and went through incarceration, that's why I built myself, because it was tough. Mentally, it was tough. That was the hardest part about losing my freedom, being incarcerated, was the mental battle. It was not the physical. Physical breeze.
The mental battle is the hardest part of any journey.
Hardest.
Any journey is the mental battle.
Hardest, not the physical. People think, oh, going to the gym is so hard. No, it's not. It's the mental battles. Getting to the gym, that's the hardest. Because once you're there, you're warming up, you get a good pump, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, you work out, you're there. Works every time. That's the hardest part. The hardest part is getting off the couch. The hardest part is going after work to the gym as well when you're tired, when you know you'd rather go home, eat a good meal, or go to the drive-thru, take that good take home and eat to your soul's content. That's easy. People, they choose the easy though. That's a problem. That's why everybody's in the predicament that we're in. And that's why society standard is so low, because we've accepted the new norm. Like it's okay to just look like that and feel like that. No, it's not okay.
Yeah,
we need to say it louder. It's not okay.
Yeah, and that's another thing. I feel like just society's standards, like
super
they
low.
want to put their other people want to put their standards on me.
Yes.
I have standards, okay? I don't want roles. Sorry, I don't. And I don't feel like I should be shunned for as shallow or vain for saying that. I don't want fat rolls. We're not designed to have fat rolls. That's too much food at some point in time.
That's what your body's letting
Your
you know.
body is pushing it out, storing it somewhere. You're eating too much. We're not supposed to have rolls of fat. So if I have rolls of fat and don't like them, I'm entitled to not like them and say it's my body and I don't want them on my body. Therefore, I'm going to do something about it. And there is nothing wrong with that. There is nothing wrong with not liking something and then wanting to do something about it. People try to make me feel guilty for not embracing my rules because they embrace their rules. Well, all power to you. I'm not on your page commenting on your body. And I would never, ever do that. But my job as a coach, I don't tell clients what I think they should look like. I want to know, what do you want to look like?
Exactly.
What things do you want to improve about yourself? Then I will help you get there. It's not my job to tell you what you should improve about yourself. But for my body, I can hold myself to whatever standards I want for my body. I'm the owner of this machine.
Yep.
And if my standards are different than yours, don't feel some type of way about it. Just stand on your business, on what your standards are. Embrace it. If you truly love that, by all means, you wouldn't be triggered by my standards. They wouldn't trigger you.
Like we like to say, stay in your lane.
Yeah, I would never. Listen, you could comb the internet. You will never, ever see me say one rude comment or judgmental comment on anybody's Instagram post ever. What I say is on my page about my body, and I'm entitled to do so. And if I'm not trying to protect people's feelings on my page when I'm talking about my body. If you see yourself in me or whatnot, that's a you problem. It's not a me problem.
Exactly.
It's not.
That's a reflection of them.
Yeah.
Because like I said earlier, fit people, attractive people, people who are well put together and proud of who they are, proud of what they built, they don't go on other people's pages, negative comments, or knocking them down. If anything, they lift them up. I see on the men's page, guys will be like, hell yeah, bro, you're jacked.
Hell yeah,
fit.
yes.
Yeah, good shit, homie. I see you. That's how we see. I see you.
Yes,
you know?
I'll comment.
Even in the gym.
I comment on other women that I admire their page, their post or whatever. A positive comment all day, but no negativity, because I don't have any time for that anyway.
Nah.
And I just would never be inclined. Why would I put a comment on someone's post that's probably going to upset them or make them feel bad?
Exactly.
Why would I intentionally want to make someone feel bad? That I cannot comprehend, what's wrong with the people that do that? What is wrong with you? Why would you want to comment on someone's post and potentially make them sad or upset, or you don't know what they're going through?
You don't know what they're going through.
You have no idea what they're going through. So why would you even take that risk to say something negative? I honestly, it's something I don't understand. I really just can't get into that mind of that person, what would cause them to do that. It's weird.
And they're usually a private page.
Yeah.
They're afraid to reveal themselves.
Yeah, it's crazy though. But they would never say those things in person.
No.
People are usually pretty kind in person.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy too? On Instagram or Facebook, I never delete my messages, right? So you'll have someone troll out on you, but if you scroll up before they left you such, oh, you're so beautiful, I love everything about you, blah, blah, blah. And then one day they just turn into a troll. And I'm like, look at this person's bipolar disorder or something. It's crazy, right? it's just, I don't
Yeah, there's a lot of jealousy, unfortunately, Pamela. It's tough. And it's not just how you look, it's jealousy of people who are successful in life, entrepreneurs. I mean, think about how much hate Elon Musk get. He ain't bothering nobody. Elon Musk is not worried about what everybody's doing. Elon Musk is worried about building another planet, damn it. He's worried about flying cars. He's worried about human evolution. What can he do before he leaves this earth that make our life better? You know, he's worried about building underground freeways so it alleviates the traffic in LA. That's what he's worried about. But yet people come for him because he's a billionaire. He should pay more taxes, this, that, or his stance in political, whatever. It's crazy to me. Like people just,
Yeah.
they put so much energy into BS instead of worrying about themselves.
Yeah.
Like take that same energy you got for everybody else and everything else and put it into you. Use that as fire. Use that as fuel. Like I'm mad. I'm angry. I hate the way I look. I hate this body. Split that. Put that into you. That's how I've always done it. Like, you know what? I don't like the way I look. I'm going to do something about it. I told you, teach me macros. Somebody said, I'm not going to give him credit. Though. I'm going to just say what this man says. He says, create the man you admire and give him that man to the world. And that just hit me. I don't know what it was. It lit a fire in my ass. And I said, all right, there's another level I haven't seen yet. Let's see what this level looks like under there. Boy, was he right. Never thought I'd hit a physique like this at this age. And when we were younger, we were told, oh, when you get old, you just kind of kick back, retire, sit on the couch, watch TV, get fat and miserable and be happy with yourself and wait for your time to come when the Grim Reaper calls you. Like,
it still does kind of shock me though, with all the resources out there. There's
tons.
You know, I didn't have the ability to hire an online coach when I was trying to lose weight. I would have loved to have some assistance back then. But with all the resources and information there's still just an application problem because people are not applying this knowledge. It's almost too easy. It's almost too easy to get assistance, so people are less likely to do it. I mean, it's kind of crazy.
We got everything. You got so much information. You could just go research things on your own if you want, just to learn things. But people are so close-minded. You have tracking apps, but the first thing people say, I don't know how to track macros. Okay, well, if you don't want to if you don't want to hire a coach and spend money and invest in somebody to teach you how to track macros or really learn the game, learn. That's what the internet's for. You got ChatGPT, you got Google, you got Claude, you got plenty of apps out there you can read on stuff.
I don't even take clients anymore who aren't willing to track macros.
No, because they don't want to do the work.
Nope. That means they don't want to do the work.
You're not going to get results.
I don't really want any clients that are not willing to do the work, that are not ready to work.
Do you think an accountant wants you to hire them, go through your books, and then you're not giving them the receipts of what you're spending, what's going in, what's going on, and then at the end of the week you're mad because your books aren't balanced right?
Yeah.
What do you mean your books, your weight's not balanced right? Well, you didn't track anything. You didn't give me anything to go off of. You didn't give me no data, no receipts, no nothing. How do you expect me to have your books? How do you expect me to file your taxes?
Yeah, people want to have the best results with the least amount of work. But is it going to be hard? Yes, it's going to be freaking hard.
Yes.
Yes.
It'll take some work.
Yes.
You're going to get tested.
Is it going to take time? Am I going to have to do this? Am I going to have to stop eating this? Yeah, you are. It's like,
yes, give up the cake for a little while. Yes, not forever, for a little bit. Let's get you on track first.
Kind of like, and we do give a lot of balance and all of that, right? But I get a little off put when people come into it wanting to do as much, like not wanting to change, but they want their body to change. Like if you want a different result, you're going to have to do something different. And what you're doing is not working. So let all that go. Let's start from scratch, blank slate,
This is some good information here, man.
Yeah.
I wish the internet, IG could see this conversation. Ugh, I'm appalled. Yeah, it's going to take work. Sorry. It doesn't happen overnight. It takes work to build a hard muscular body. And guess what? You have to do it for the rest of your life. This is not like a 3-month program, 6-month program, a year. Doesn't matter how much you buy. It's forever program.
Yeah, it's a forever program.
That's it. People, how long is it going to take? Forever. That's how long it's going to take. People want instant gratification these days. That's the problem. Amazon done messed everybody up. Everybody wants to lose weight in a hurry. Like, what are you in a hurry for? Are you stepping on stage for a competition or a show? What are you in a hurry for? Slow and steady wins the race. That's it.
Yeah, it's a slow process.
Impatient. Yeah.
Like I had a post kind of go viral about my legs, and people kept commenting like they want, like, oh, how did you do it? Whatever. Like, they think it's like some like
magic potion,
magic like 30-day thing or something. Like, no, I mean it was last year. It was 7 months. It took 7 months total, and I'm still a work in progress and still working on them, and I'll forever be working on them. But it was doing something that I hadn't done before, being uncomfortable, doing something, you know, I didn't necessarily want to do, but it was 100% worth every moment. And I'm so glad I documented it. I took the initiative to document it, because I still feel people would think like there's some sort of overnight thing, or they're like, oh, that didn't happen in that amount of time or whatever. I'm like, well, I documented it week by week, daily weigh-ins on my YouTube. So yeah, it would have been real difficult to like do something sneaky in between that surgery or whatever they must think. Cause I posted every single week, and every single week was like multiple days in the week. There was no surgery in between there. It was very well documented.
Yep.
And I'm so glad that I did in hindsight, because of all the people who are saying like, that's not true. That wasn't really, you didn't do that in 12 weeks. I'm like, yeah, I did lose this amount of fat in 12 weeks, but it's because of what I did 4 months before that. It's a 7-month process here. This was 7 months. And 7 months coming from someone who was not overweight, was 120 pounds. I had muscle already. So it wasn't coming from, my starting point wasn't the bottom, and it took me 7 months. You know what I mean? So like, it's all relative to what your starting point is, what amount of work you're going to put into it, because I gave it 100%, 100%. I think in that entire time, I may have missed 2 workouts.
Yeah. Well, something too that you embraced, that kind of would bother me a little bit, but just the way you thought, is like you had this like love-hate for relationship with the gym, and now you kind of learn to love it more because you challenge. It's like, no, you got to embrace it.
Yeah.
You got to think of the gym as your relationship partner. It would never cheat on you. The gym will be 100% loyal to you, but everybody cheats on the gym. The gym will always be there for you. I was talking to a friend of mine last night, and he said, like, you know, he's jet lagged. He's been back in the U.S. for 3 days, but he says, I'm tired, but I went and got a good workout, Mike. And let me tell you, I felt so damn good. I felt so proud. He's almost 60. He's the gym never let me down.
Yeah.
Everybody else, friends, family let me down, but the gym never lets. He's so true. The gym never let you down.
The reason I didn't have a good relationship with the gym was because I chose not to have a good relationship with the gym.
Yeah.
I used to tell myself I didn't like to work out. So therefore, my brain would reinforce that. Like, this is why you don't like to work out. When you switch that mindset, it's literally it's RAS, right? RAS, reticular activating system in your brain. When you program your brain correctly, if I say I love the gym, my brain is going to help me pull all the variables in that is going to enforce why I love the gym. It's very common thing with the brain. It's kind of like when I'm like, you know what? I wonder if there's a lot of yellow cars. Then I'm going to go out and I'm going to be like, oh my God, I saw so many yellow cars today. No, there's always the same amount of yellow cars. It's just that you decided that you're going to look for yellow cars. So now your brain is going to spot every single yellow car. It's kind of like, do you ever notice how you always notice who has the same car as you? It's not like, oh, all of a sudden everyone has the same car as me. No, it's just because that's your brain. Your brain is like, oh,
computing.
It's pulling it in, right? So you have to tell yourself the things that you tell your brain to compute the good stuff, right? The positive stuff. That's why positive self-talk and flipping things around like, oh, this is hard. No, don't say this is hard, because then your brain's going to reinforce that. Like, it's going to show you all the reasons why it's hard. It's going to make it harder. So you know what? I love this feeling. It's easy. It's getting easier for me. I'm loving it. Then your brain is going to start reinforcing that. So a lot of it all stems from like your mind and how you think about things and reframing them. And if you find that you are feeling negative about something, reframe it into a positive, flip it to the positive version of it, and then it will get easier. Because I even recently did that with work. Listen, I'm very busy. I have a lot of clients right now, and like certain check-in days. So I would find myself going like, oh my God, I'm going to have such a busy day. I have this many calls. Like, oh my God. I would like start stressing myself out about it.
Yep, you would.
And then I changed my mindset. I'm like, wait a minute. I love my job. Like, I truly love my job. I don't have to commute. I get to sit all day at my desk, talk to my clients all day that I love. And I get to have my dogs with me. And I switched it. And like, I haven't had like a feeling like that in a long time, since I was like reinforced, like, wait a minute, why am I feeling negative? Like, I love my job. I love that I get to schlep over to my office from, 10 feet away from my room and sit here all day with my dogs and chit chat with clients all day. Like, what a dream that is. Changed everything. I don't have that. I don't get stressed, even no matter how busy I am or how much work it is. I have a better mindset about it because I'm like, I flipped it around,
And the power, you have a very powerful mind of manifestation, because before we even lived here, we were looking at the model homes and we fell in love with the first house we looked at. You visioned yourself like, wow, that'll be my office.
Yeah.
This will be our bedroom. This will be our kitchen. This will be the spare bedroom. We started already computing before we even had the finances to afford to buy this place, honestly.
Yeah.
So we weren't even ready. We just were kind of looking and getting the idea.
That's so true.
But somehow it just came together. You kept your eye on the prize, on the vision, and it happened. You visioned it how it happened. Here you are in your office next to the bedroom.
I do.
You're not coming in. You're not jumping in the car, stressing, driving in traffic, worrying about, am I going to be late today? I got to answer to my boss. I have this stressful meeting. None of that.
Oh, it's like, oh, I have an appointment. I have to like ask for permission. Like, so it's just a matter of switching your mindset. But I found myself sometimes when I got super busy and like my check-in days were like long days, I found myself starting to be like, oh man, this is going to be stressful. And I flipped that around. I quickly identified it was a negative way to looking at it, and I flipped it around and changed everything.
Yeah, exactly. And you're right. I think Esther Melendez said health is wealth. But let me tell you something about that word. That word gets tossed around like it's just doesn't mean anything. To you guys it does, but most people it doesn't. It just gets tossed around. You hear health is wealth. But then they don't do nothing about their health until it's too late. Until they're in that deathbed, like I was in the hospital, in the emergency room, just like wishing I had my health, wishing I could go back to the gym, wishing I could lift weights. These people are like, sometimes they get a grim news like it's too late. You're at the end. There's nothing you can do.
It's the same feeling like when you are on your way to the gym and you're dreading it, like, oh, I got to get this workout in. You go, no, I'm excited to get this workout in. Like, oh, I'm excited. Like, let me PR something today. Like, switch your mindset about it. Like, oh, I can't wait to see, like, if I can PR this particular exercise today or blah, blah, blah. I'm going to get closer to my goals. Like, don't be like, oh, man, I got to the gym. Because I do that all the time. And then I have to kind of like catch myself and go, no, don't do that. Like, look forward to it. And those are always better workouts when I kind of get the right mindset. And like, I didn't even think twice about it. I was like, cool, I'm going to get off the airplane yesterday. We're going to go straight to the gym. Bring me my pre-workout. I didn't for 1 second go, man, I'm so tired. I'm going to dread this workout. Like I normally would do, but I'm trying to stop myself from doing that. And I went in there and I had a good workout. You know, I got a little winded because I didn't have a lot of calories in me, but I still had a good workout. And I was so happy when it was done. And I didn't give myself the opportunity to like, not want to do it. I just kind of like beelined for the workout.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, we should probably head out and go run our errands and stuff, but thanks for chatting with us. It was lots of conversation today.
Yeah.
Lots of different things, but
everybody enjoy their Friday.
Yep, enjoy your Friday. We'll see you next time.
Bye.